Want to hop on here to kind of tell you about my experience with leasing a vehicle. This is my first lease vehicle, so it's been a very tough and crazy experience that I have experienced, right? So it's around July 30th. I went to Kia I got approved for a lease vehicle, and I ended up going there and signing the documents and things like that. So I had a co-signer, and they sent the documents to him, but I guess he didn't get it or he didn't see him in time. So they basically, I guess, expired. So I didn't know that until about 3 weeks after I signed my initial contract, because I had started contacting my salesperson and was like, "Hey, can I get a copy of my documents that I signed?" Because I never got them at the dealership. So eventually they ended up telling me, "Oh, well, your co-signer didn't sign." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I hit on my co-signer, I guess, didn't see it, and went to spam or something like that. Fine, okay, signed a new contract. So August 12th, I signed a new contract, me and my co-signer. Cool, signed a new contract, everything was okay. At least I thought it was. So after I signed the contract, I was supposed to receive, like during this whole mess, I was supposed to receive a welcome letter from Kia, and I was supposed to get like account number and stuff like that, and things like that. So I'm like, another 2 weeks go by, and I'm just kind of like, well, I haven't received any paperwork from Kia. I haven't received any welcome letter that they said I was going to receive. So I contact the finance person that who handled the finance part of it, and I'm just like, hey, I haven't received any type of email, any type of paperwork, no account number. I'm trying to make a payment because I know a payment's gonna be coming due at some point. So he ended up telling me, oh, was something wrong with your co-signer's address? I'm just like, well, that don't make any sense. So I'm trying to get a little bit more info on what he's talking about, but I guess he was out of town and things like that. So I contacted the general manager, right? And I guess the general manager ended up finding out that it was, I guess, something wrong. It was like a typo in the service contract. Like, I guess these optional products that I got was like a service contract, Kia maintenance and things like that, to maintenance the vehicle during my lease and things like that. So I'm like, well, where's the typo? So, and he was like, oh, well, I'm not really sure, but let me get back to you when the service manager or the finance manager come back. I'm like, okay. So I end up getting a call from, his name is Derek, from he's the finance manager there. And I'm just like, well, what's going on? He was like, well, you need to sign a new contract. I'm like, well, hold on. Like, what is going on? He was like, well, Kia Finance rejected the document. I'm like, they rejected what document? He was like, well, this document says maintenance. He was like, well, 9 times out of 10, it's really not an issue, but I guess all of a sudden it's an issue. I was like, okay. And so he sent me a picture of what it looked like, right? And I'm just kind of like, that's not the contract that I signed. So it's supposed to say JM&A Maintenance. So what he sent, it seems like, was the first contract that was signed, that I signed, which I believe it did just say maintenance. But the second contract that I signed says JM&A Maintenance, which that's what it's supposed to say. So he's telling me this is what Kia Finance is looking for. I'm like, well, that's what I signed on August 12th. That's the service contract provider's name. And so I'm like, well, I don't really understand why you're trying to get me to sign a new contract. Like, this doesn't make any sense, or whatever. So I just asked him, like, well, send the second contract to Kia Finance, and then to me, everything should be okay. Like, it's the proper the proper spelling or whatever. There's no typo. Everything is suffice in the second contract. I think like he said, okay, but they're gonna have to send it through the mail and stuff like that. I'm like, well, okay, just rush it. Like, I mean, so a couple of days later, they give me a call. Like they sent a new contract to my email, and I'm just like, well, what is this? And they end up calling me and was like, oh, well, you need to sign a new contract. I'm like, well, hold on, why do I need to sign a new contract? They were like, well, the service contract is not the correct service contract. I'm like, well, what's wrong with the service? This optional product, what's wrong with it? Like, it says JM&A Maintenance. Like, this is what you told me that Kia Finance was looking for. So I don't understand why you want me to sign a new contract. So they was like, oh, well, why you just don't want to sign a new contract? I'm just like, because I don't understand why you want me to sign a new contract. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So that same day, we end up hanging up. I get another call from another person. I forget her name. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm trying to help the situation. You're like, well, it's not, like, why you don't want to sign a new contract? And I'm just like, well, I don't understand why I need to sign a new contract. Like, if nothing, she was like, well, nothing's changed in this new contract. So why you just want to sign a new contract? And I'm like, well, if nothing's changed in the new contract, then why won't you just submit the contract that I signed and submit it to Kia Finance? I don't understand why you guys won't submit it to Kia Finance. Just submit the documents and everything should be fine. She was like, oh, okay, well, we end up hanging up the phone. So another person called me, this all on the same day, August 29th, all on the same day. Another guy calls me. I guess this was supposed to be like some manager. And he was just like, oh, hey, I'm calling them, about the contract, see if you're going to sign it. And I'm just like, well, why do I need to sign a new contract? So this is the third person I talked to this particular day trying to get me to sign this new contract. And they were like, oh, well, so he was like, well, if you don't sign it, we gonna repossess your vehicle and we gonna keep your down payment for putting the miles on the car. I'm just like, well, why would you be doing that? Like, I'm more than willing to make a payment. And it was like, well, you need to sign a new contract. I'm like, well, he's like, well, I don't really have all the information what's going on. I just know you need to sign a new contract. I'm like, well, should you have all the information before, we try to address the situation, properly? Like, wouldn't you want to have all the information in it? But he just was trying to get me to sign this new contract. So I was like, I'm not signing a new contract. We were like, well, we just going to repossess the vehicle and we're just going to keep your money. I'm just like, well, I mean, if that's what you choose to do, then I can't. That's what you choose to do. I mean, I can't. That would be your actions if that's what you choose to do. But I'm not signing a new contract. So thereafter, I've been trying to contact them. They refuse to return my email. They won't return my emails. And I'm just like, well, I'm trying to keep everything in writing because something is definitely not kosher with this, what is going on. The pressure they're trying to put on me to sign a new contract is I ain't never had a buying experience like that before. So they not responding. They won't respond to my text. They won't respond to my emails. I'm asking like, okay, where do I make a payment? How do I make a payment? Can I get the documents? I asked 3 requests. I asked for the original documents I signed on July 30th. Then I asked for the August 12th documents I signed. And then I asked for the new contract they want me to sign. So I want to do a comparative analysis. They won't respond and things like that. So I end up finally calling not too long ago. And it was like, well, the person I've been speaking to, Derek, the finance person, he's with a client. Okay, fine. So I'm like, well, can I speak to someone else? The general manager. Oh, the general manager don't take calls. You can only send an email. Okay, so I got his email. So, but they're like, well, do you want to speak to a manager? I'm like, well, yeah, I'll speak to a manager. So a sales manager gets on the line, and he just like, he's trying to figure out, okay, well, I can tell him the story of what's going on. So he said, well, okay, I'll give you a call back. So he calls me back to tell me I stated that I'm getting a lawyer so they can't talk to me, and then just hangs up. Like, before I can even respond. So I called, I guess he called me from his cell phone, and he blocked me. I was like, this is crazy. So I called I ended up calling the dealership, I guess, number or whatever. So the receptionist picks up, and I'm just letting her know, like, I want to leave a message for, his name was Nate, the sales manager. So I'm leaving a message, kind of like, I never told anyone on your finance team that I was getting a lawyer. Like, I don't have a lawyer, so I'm not sure why your finance team is saying that. So I'm telling her what to say in the message. So he picks up the phone, and he just like, well, you we can't talk to you because you said, I'm just like, sir, I didn't say I had a lawyer. I was getting lawyers. Like, I'm not sure why your finance team saying that. Then he kept like reiterating, you know what I'm saying? And I'm asking him like, well, when did I say that? Then he's like, well, and he can't answer that because he doesn't know because that didn't happen.
Sure, Lawrence.
Yes.
How's it going? It's Nate. We just spoke a minute ago about what was going on.
Yes.
Okay, so I just talked to our finance team. They said that you threatened us with lawyers, so therefore that from here on out, any conversation that you and me have, it's not going to be any. So have your lawyer reach out to our lawyer. Have a good day.
I didn't say.
Hi, thank you for calling Mark Kia. How may I direct your call?
Yes, I need you to relay a message to the sales manager Nate for me.
Okay,
Uh,
I can relay a message for you.
yes, my name is Sir Lawrence Davis. He just called me and made a statement in regards to lawyers. I just want to inform him. I never told anyone on that finance team. I didn't threaten anyone with lawyers. So you guys are refusing to talk to me based off.
Hey, so Lawrence. So
Yeah.
so this is Nate.
Okay.
So I talked to our finance team.
Sir, I never
They
said
that
anything about
they-
anything
okay,
lawyers.
I'm gonna
So-
repeat it again. I'm gonna repeat it again.
I never said anything about
So-
lawyers. Just want to make the statement
I'm
clear.
gonna-
I never said I was going to
Okay.
get lawyers involved or anything like that. So if
So
that's what
again,
you guys are
I'm gonna repeat
saying,
myself.
that's okay.
I'm gonna
But
repeat
I'm just
something.
letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I never said that. Okay.
That's fine. But what
Okay.
I'm saying to you, from here on out, since you did do that, that's
Whoa, whoa,
what
whoa!
my
I
finance
never.
team is
I just
saying.
literally told you I didn't
My
say anything
finance
about
team
lawyers.
is saying that. Okay, so this isn't. So look,
I never said anything. But
when-
why are
when-
you guys using that to not talk to me in regards to this situation? I
because
don't understand
that's
that.
what you said that you were going to do.
When did I
you
say
do
that?
Therefore, okay, look, man. Hey,
I never said that though. So that's what I'm trying to get you. Well, what did I say that? I mean, when did I
Whenever
say
my
that?
finance team. Okay, dude.
Okay.
Like you're not even letting me say a word.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to repeat it again.
Mhm.
Our finance team said that you threatened us with lawyers. That being said, I can no longer have a conversation with you. Neither can anyone else here.
But
If
I never
that is the
said
case,
that though. So if
Feel
there,
free to have your. Feel
but I
free
never said I don't even have a
to
lawyer. So, I guess if I'm telling you I didn't say that and I don't have a lawyer, so why are your finance team telling you that? That don't make
I'm
any
going to
sense.
repeat myself again. I'm
Okay.
going to repeat myself again.
All right.
I
So
was
you
told
guys don't want to
directly
talk to
by
me. Is
our-
that correct? You guys are refusing to talk to me.
Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you.
So so it just been a crazy experience dealing with this dealership. They want me to sign a new contract, and it doesn't make any sense. They won't return my calls. So it looks like what they're trying to do from my perspective, and what it kind of looks like, they refusing to take a payment so they can say I missed a payment, and then try to start a repossession type of situation. Like, this is beyond crazy to me. I never had a dealership do this, act like this, and it doesn't make any sense why they're not trying to even resolve what's going on. Like, this is an optional product that has no bearing on if I'm approved or anything. Like, it's an optional product. Like, this is wild to me that they won't even talk to me at this particular time. Like, they are refusing talking to me. It's beyond wild, and I don't really understand. And I don't know. This has just been a crazy experience for me dealing with this dealership. So, I mean, I just have to come in and tell y'all my experience. Like, this is wild that they're trying to pressure me to signing a new contract where allegedly nothing changed. That makes no sense at all. So I just kind of just want to hop on here and just kind of tell people about my experience, because you never know, people could be going through similar experiences, things like that. So I mean, I'll keep y'all updated on what's to come. I guess later in this saga, because this is crazy. But Yeah, so this the particular update. So, but I keep y'all informed on what happens next.